All right, welcome back. So we're out here with some speed cars today. Was gonna do some testing. It's been real windy all day long. I don't know how much speed I'm gonna get out of here. As you can see, the flag, salute our flag, gives us the freedom to do this kind of stuff. You can see it's blowing to my left. Looks like it's coming from south to north. It's the way the wind's blowing, which doesn't help on my road. So I've got the Infraction and the Limitless Mega, the Vendetta and the Infraction Mega out here to do some test rips. But I've been concerned about this thing flipping, and with this wind, I don't know. But we're gonna send it anyway because that's just the way I am. I brought some tape. I got the analyzer powered up. So this is what I got. We're gonna run it on 4S right off the rip and see how this thing does. I'm getting echoing from the storm drain right there, and be careful, these things will go down there. So I haven't plugged in the Castle link to this yet. I'm gonna run it straight out of the box before I cut anything and make my modifications to it. And we'll go that route. So let's get this body on here. And I did trim down the rear wing. I did trim this to the lowest line on it. I normally trim them flatter, but I wanted to start there. Now I am going to take some duct tape and tape the front of this body. I don't know how much it's gonna help, but any air I can keep out of the front of this thing, the better. And I've also lowered the front shocks all the way down and raised the rear shocks all the way up. Just trash, everything blowing around. We're gonna hit track. We're gonna hit start. And I'm still, oh, look, even a tumbleweed coming through. So it's testing all zeroed out. Today is really not a good day to be doing this, but we're gonna feel it out. I do have my dual rate set pretty far down on the steering. And I do have the sensor wire hooked up on this. So we're going to give it some light rips just because of the wind. And I am on still this cheesy controller. And I've waited so long that there's probably a little bit more traffic down here than I would like. So I'm going to take it down here. I think I got it lined up. Turn my steering trim pretty far down so I can't make big corrections. I don't see anybody coming right now. It is a bit of a headwind, so we'll give this a shot. I walked out of radio range. What the heck? No, I'm just running an RC car. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Now it's working. It literally, I think, lost range and then would hook back up. I was pretty much on top of it and it wouldn't hook up. You see? Now it hooks up. That is ridiculous. Somehow this radio lost range and it wouldn't hook back up, which is really scary. So I'm gonna pause the video right here until I get set up. I'm gonna try this short distance. And shut down. No steering, no nothing. All right, back again. Went ahead and got the wire soldered up and pulled the antenna wire out because I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna go ahead and hit track, start. We are testing. Everything seems to be working. Hopefully we can get a pass in. It's getting really late and all these trucks are going to start coming in here soon. Sun's right in my eyes. It's like the wrong time to be running. Truck coming out the driveway. I think the truck ran over my car. I'm gonna check the car out because it spun out. I think that truck hit it. I think he just clipped, hopefully he just clipped the back bumper. That's why I go past this driveway. Having all kinds of issues with this car today. Oh, I got two cars coming now. This is why I try to run early morning. This is like the wrong time to be running. Wind, traffic, trucks. I don't see anybody coming. That was 3/4 trigger. This battery's been in here for a minute. I was a little all over the place on that one. Come on. So we're gonna hit stop, read, 71 miles an hour. First rip out. So just like the Vendetta so far. Every time I turn on my phone, get all these darn alerts. I'm gonna check this motor temp real quick. And possibly put in a fresh battery. So I'm going to stop it right here. It did stay down, which is impressive. Oh, motor's pretty good. We can still gear up. Not too bad. I'm gonna do one more rip. 71 miles an hour. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna hit track. Testing. If it has any more in it. I didn't take it very long. I could have stayed in it a little bit longer, but I can't see over that hill. So I can't really see when cars are coming. And then this driveway down here, I know the trucks are going to be coming in. In and out. A lot of shadows down there. Okay, I think I got it straightened up, but now there's a car coming. Oh, and another car coming. Get out of the road, get into the center. Okay. I think I'm straightened up. I can't see over that hill, but I don't see anybody. Let's go. I'm all over the place. Well, we'll see what that did. I did hit full trigger that time, and I stayed in it for about a second. I'm a little bit more all over the place with the Infraction than I am with the Vendetta. So we're gonna hit stop, read, still 71 miles an hour. So we're gonna go ahead and swap this battery out. So I got the front tape down. ESC's not too bad. Motor's got some temp to it now. I'm sure this little battery is done. Let's see. Let's see, do I have an adapter? I've been wanting to try these roaring tops for a little while now. As you see, I've got the antenna pretty far out right now. Last time I charged that roaring top was last weekend, but it should have a full charge in it, I hope. Okay, so hit track, start, everything is zeroed out. Let's get you guys tilted up. 71's our best. Let's see if the roaring top's got anything else in it. Guy's playing. I'm gonna try to stand on this corner, because as you see, cars are coming one by one and I don't know why. It's like the wrong time to run. I don't see any more cars, so I'm going to take it down a little ways. This one's very sensitive on the steering. I know the Vendetta is too. But this one just seems a little more. Probably those off-road tires. Alright, I don't see anybody, so here we go. Back and forth, back and forth. God, this thing's all over the place. It's pulling left now. Let's see what we got. So I'm gonna hit stop. Read 73 miles an hour. Now we're exactly like the Vendetta. That's funny. But it's staying down, which is impressive. So I'm gonna cut the video here. We're gonna let, yeah, we got some heat in that Castle motor now. I'm gonna let it cool down. I don't see anything funny, and we're gonna get a fresh pack in it and we'll rip it again. Be right back. All right, let's get this front taped up. Hopefully the tape holds. About 20 minutes to let it cool down. We are on track. Everything's zeroed out, real time. Hit start. It's testing. Can the infraction hit? Can it hit 100 miles an hour like the Vendetta? I don't know if this one has it in it. I don't know if it has the aerodynamics. The chassis is there, but I just don't know. Hayabusa? No. More traffic. Starting to get real busy. I know these trucks are going to be coming in any minute. I've been out here trying to get this thing dialed in most of the day. Now this is out of the box. Well, the electronics are out of the box from Castle. I'm getting a bunch of shadows down there too. I don't see anybody. There is a car coming the other way. Remember, this one's got taller gearing. Than my Vendetta. This has got a 34 pinion with the same spur. But those aerodynamics play a big part in this thing. Hitting some good numbers. I don't think that did 100, but we'll find out in a minute. Man, it looks low. What do you guys think? Comment down below right now. Do you think that pass was good enough for 100 miles an hour? We're gonna find out right now. So we're gonna hit stop, read, 89 miles an hour. 89. There we go, guys. I think that's about all she's got in it for now until I make a few more modifications to it. But 89 miles an hour. I'm gonna check temps real quick, and I might make another pass depending on these temps. Get you guys pointed down. And this is a Castle system, but bodies play a big part, and I got the front tape down on this. So motor temp 111 with that 34 tooth pinion in there. 111, still no fan. 112, 114. 114, so that's some pretty good temp. ESC's not even working. 75 degrees on the ESC, but that's the difference between a 2000 kV setup, because I think this was a 2200 kV. I can't remember, but I know this was a low kV, 2300 kV, something like that. This was a pretty low kV, and you really have to gear up a low kV motor versus keeping the 3900 kV that's in the Vendetta with the lightweight. We can get more RPM out of it with the gearing. So all I'm doing with the 34 tooth in this, with the 52 spur, with the 22 or 2300 kV motor, is I'm compensating for gearing. So that's the way it's looking to me. So we're gonna let this thing cool down a little bit, because that motor is still 107 degrees right now. So we're gonna let it cool off a little bit. Go back. Let's power off the GPS. Okay. Save the battery in the GPS. I'm gonna let this thing cool down a little bit more. And but 90 miles an hour, my first trip out, is not too bad. I know I have more gearing in it. The problem is I don't have more transmission for gearing. So we might have to change out that motor and get a higher kV to get more RPM to compensate for the gearing. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But 90 miles an hour, 89, well, we didn't quite hit the 90 like Phil Jolly did. But 1 mile an hour is not too bad for my first time out, just guessing on gearing and everything for this thing. But like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys were right on the gearing on this thing. And remember, I haven't plugged this into Castle Link. I haven't, and as you know, I can go full trigger with this thing and it's not cutting out like the Spectrum system versus a Castle. So I'll be able to go in, check data on this thing. Hopefully the data's on. I believe it is. And we'll see if how the ripple is, how everything else is. Am I gonna have to add a cat pack to this? I don't think so. With that 52 spur, I just don't think there's enough draw on the thing. We're barely working this thing. My temps aren't getting up to 190, 200 degrees like I normally do on a speed rip when I'm over geared. But not too bad out of Infraction Mega. Now, the biggest thing is, for speed rips, what should you buy? You know, if you're speed ripping and that's what your only plan is for this RC, it's looking like the Vendetta, just doing an ESC change. Remember, that's all I did. 104 miles an hour. This one, I've got a ton of money into now. And this is what worried me when I was talking to you guys about changing out electronics. You know, we've had to do the drive shaft mod. We've had to do the spur gear, the pinion gear. We had to do an ESC motor combination. Had to change out the radio. I tried running the factory radio on this thing and it just did not have the range that I needed. So I put the same radio that my Vendetta's running from Spectrum in there, and I stuffed the antenna way out of the body. We are running on off-road tires, but they are holding. And then this body doesn't have the aerodynamics like the Vendetta body, but it is staying down. I did trim the wing, and I'll show you guys that a little later. It's at the lowest spot on the lines. I can trim it a little lower to relieve some of the air pressure. I'm just trying to keep the whole RC down. Now, I don't want all the air force in the back pushing down on the rear, because that's going to lift the front, and guess what? Airborne, backflip. Phil Jolly at 90 miles an hour did a backflip on his video today. And that's why I'm taping the front, because I'm worried about air getting in the front, lifting the front up, and causing this thing to backflip. Do I have 10 more miles an hour in this thing? I don't know. I honestly, I don't think so. The way I pulled that trigger, I was full throttle, at least for a second. I think it's a 90, 91 mile an hour setup at best. And that's it. But like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. I can't get any bigger gearing in it. I can put a bigger ESC and put more punch to it, but it's not an ESC problem. I'm not having a power problem. I'm having a motor RPM problem at this point. So this little motor that came with the Castle system, because the kV is so low, I don't have the RPM out of it, not with the gearing that's in it. But give me your thoughts down below. I know a lot of people don't share gearing. I tend to find it's not a big deal. As you see, we can get to the 90 miles an hour, basically where Phil Jolly's at right now. So, but there you go, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys on my next video, and thanks for watching.